Hey everybody, it's Anna. Welcome back to my Fluid Art channel and thank you so much for stopping by. Today I have a fun, simple, quick little craft for you, which is making nail polish out of mica pigments. Custom colors. I made these for my daughters for Christmas. I put a couple of bottles in their stockings and they really liked it. It turned out much easier than I thought it was going to be, so I thought, why don't I share it with you? So the things that you need for this, it's not very much, especially if you already have the mica pigments, which I suspect a lot of you do. It's a pretty common ingredient in fluid art these days. So if you have some already, great. It's not going to cost you a lot more to do this. You're going to need some nail polish. I'm using LA Colors Base Coat Top Coat. This is the nail polish that I use when I'm making my butterfly wing jewelry, so it's something that I'm familiar with, and it's very cheap. It costs about $1 a bottle. Then you're going to need mica pigments of some kind. So today I'm using this little Piggy Indigo waves and some chameleon powders from Resin. So all of these are color shifting micas, which is extra fun, but any mica pigment should work. And then you need some tools for mixing and for getting your powders into the bottles. And that can be really basic, or it can be a little bit more, customized. But none of this is very expensive. And then you also do need a mask to wear to keep the mica pigments out of your lungs. But it's not going to take long and it doesn't cost a lot, so let's get to it. I've made 2 custom nail polish colors so far, and they were Grape mica pigment, which is blue that shifts purple, and Champagne, which is sort of gold that shifts pink. And that's what these 2 bottles are right here. Now you might be able to see all the mica pigment has settled to the bottom, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not a big problem because you can mix it back up. So here is the cheap and basic way of mixing it up, which is just with a toothpick. So I'm going to show you that with this one. So you would just take the top off your bottle, stick your toothpick down in the bottom, and give it a good stir. All you want to do is sort of pull up the mica pigments from the bottom and get them back into the bulk of the nail polish. Once you've got that sort of mixed up to where it's back into the liquid of the nail polish, you can put the top back on, and then you just want to roll it around. And all that color is going to get redispersed back into the bottle. And you can already start to see that lovely gold to pink color in there. Now this is pretty transparent because I didn't put a ton of mica pigment in there. But that's just to show that even without the thing that I'm going to show you next, you can still get your pigments mixed back into the nail polish just with a toothpick. So you can do that if you don't want to buy anything extra. But here's what you can do if you want to spend just a couple bucks. You can get these little stainless steel mixing balls. They're also called agitator balls. And the point of them is to put down here in the bottom, and then when you shake it up, it mixes your pigment in. It's kind of like when you shake a can of spray paint, you can hear the ball rolling around. It's the same thing. All right, so I'm going to drop one of those in there, put the top back on, and then I'm going to shake this and let that ball mix the pigment back in. It's actually not wanting to mix right now. Let me see what happens when I put one of these balls in here with the gold one. Because it may be that the mica was so solidified on the bottom that it can't mix it in. Okay, let me put this in here and see whether that helps this get fully mixed. Yeah, that does seem to help. Already it's looking much more solid. So it could be that you need a toothpick and the mixer ball for the perfect blend. I'm not sure. All right, let me get this one with a toothpick because I want you to be able to see the beautiful color of it. All right, now let's shake it. Look how pretty that blue is. So these were my 2 custom colors that I made for my daughters, and they really liked them. So let me walk you through how to make your own. We'll set those aside. So let's take a fresh bottle of nail polish, and I'm going to start with Indigo Waves. This is TLP. So you can either measure with just a popsicle stick, or I have these little scoops that came with some of my resin, and you can fill it either with this little plastic funnel, which I have. I think I bought it on eBay. It was like an essential oil accessory. Or you can just have a little folded piece of paper or cardstock or cardboard. This is a piece from a painting label. So I'm going to show you with this because that's how I did the other ones, and then for another one I will try the funnel. I'm going to put on my mask because we want sparkly fingernails, not sparkly lungs. Better to be safe than sorry. All right, so let's open this up, and I'm going to show you how to do it the basic way. So I'm just going to scoop with a popsicle stick, and I'm going to put it right here. Now that actually is slightly more than I meant to get. But then you put the paper here, and then you just carefully tap, because you want this to slowly slide down. Not all in one big lump, but just a little bit at a time. And that was slightly too big of a lump, so I'm going to switch it around the other direction. So it can spread out a little bit more as it goes in. There we go. Alright, so that was one big popsicle stick scoop. I'm going to put in the agitator ball, put the top on, and we'll give it a bit of a mix around. You can just sort of roll it like this, or you can shake. The shaking works better if you have the ball inside because it has that heavier mass. If you don't have the ball, then just rotating is better. Alright, so this one looks very similar right now to this, but this one's going to shine purple and this one's going to shine green. Looks lovely. I would like to add a little bit more to it because I want this one to be more opaque. So let me do what I just did one more time. This time I'll get a little bit smaller scoop. There we go, that's more like it. Put it in there. And then tap the card gently to let it slide down bit by bit. Great. And we'll give that a shake to mix it all up. Check and see if it's mixed up at the top too. Yep, looks like all of that mica has mixed into the nail polish and it looks really nice. Love it! So for my next bottle, I'm going to try this little plastic funnel to see whether that's easier. Now I expect it's going to be easier for the powder to go in, but then it'll be harder to clean, which makes it kind of like, which one's better? I don't know, because using the little piece of card is very easy. And I can't decide between olive, which looks white but shines kind of golden, magenta, which looks reddish but shines kind of pinkish purple, or galaxy, which looks red but shines bluish green. I don't know which two of these I want to do. I think I want to start with Galaxy, see how that looks, and then based on that one, do one of these two. Okay, I'll put my little mixer ball in first, because you don't have to have these, but they do make it a lot easier to keep your nail polish mixed up. And then I'm going to use my little scoop and my funnel. Put my mask back on. Okay, that is such a cool color. So this scoop is about the same amount as the popsicle stick. Alright, that funnel did make it very easy to put it in. It's possible that it will be harder then to clean, but let's go ahead and do a first mix on this. It looks crazy mixing around, doesn't it? It's wild. That is a really interesting color. It's much darker than I thought it was going to be, but with that blue-green shimmer, it's really cool. Right, I'm going to add one more scoop of this. Gotta tap it to get it all down. Right, I'm going to use a wet wipe to try to clean this off, because it did get some nail polish there inside. Alright, so as you can see, it's difficult to clean that section right here. I'm sure I can wash it off in the sink just fine, or get a toothpick or something, or a pipe cleaner and slide it in. Pipe cleaner is a good idea. I don't have one down here. So it made it very easy to get the mica into the bottle, but when it's harder to clean, it does make me wonder whether it's really the best thing to use. Alright, let's mix this up. Wow, look at that beautiful sort of purpley color. That is really beautiful. It's such a surprising blend too. The mix of the magenta with the greenish blue. So that's very cool. Alright, last color, and then I will show you how they all look. I think because this one turned out so nice and sort of dark pink, that I'll do the olive, because that is more different. And for this one, I'm going to use my other little paper, because my funnel's not clean. Mixer ball in, mask on. Okay, so I'm going to put a scoop right here in the fold of the paper. And gently tap it on down. Whoops. Went too fast and spilled some on the outside. Let me clean off the outside. Give this a first mix. Oh, that's cool. It's very sort of pearly white. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let me add one more scoop. There we go. I don't think I spilled on that one. And we'll shake that up. So shaking and swirling, I'm not sure which is the best way to get it mixed. You can just play around with that. That is so pretty. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my table because it is covered with sparkles. So are my hands. So those are really pretty. Okay, so this was the champagne. This is grape. This is golden. This is indigo waves. And this is galaxy. And those colors are really cool. So I'm going to put a little bit out on this white board so that you can see what they look like. Let's start with champagne. So this one is fairly subtle. I could add more mica pigment if I wanted it to be more opaque, but I kind of like the very minimalistic look, but we still get sparkle with it. Here's Olive. Wow, that's so sparkly. And then Indigo Waves. And I do think that this little Piggy micas are a little bit finer compared to Let's Resin. So I think the overall sparkle look, it's going to look slightly different. Yeah, I can definitely tell the particle size is smaller in this. So if you want it to look more like glitter, then maybe Let's Resin is better. If you want it to look just really smooth, TLP is a little bit smoother. Right, and Galaxy. Very cool. Though that one almost looks brown, whereas in the bottle it looks more red. So it's always interesting how it looks in person. But that is how you make custom nail polish colors using mica pigments. Let me take you in for a close-up so you can see that shimmer. Alright, so here they all are, nice and sparkly. Just think they look so pretty. And then here's what I put. Now this is a papery surface, so it looks kind of matte. Obviously it's very sparkly, but I did it again on freezer paper and that looks much more glossy. But anyway, these colors, you can see how they shift in the light, either from one color to another, or just kind of in and out of shimmer. I think they're really pretty. So it was interesting, the TLP, you can tell, you see the particle size there? The particle size on the TLP pigment is visibly smaller than the particles of the Let's Resin mica pigment, and that makes a difference in a couple ways. First, the TLP nail polish ends up looking slightly less sparkly than the Let's Resin nail polish. It's much more smooth, almost matte looking. But then on the flip side, the TLP mica stays suspended in the nail polish a lot better than the Let's Resin mica. This is what they look like 24 hours after mixing. The TLP Indigo Waves is still largely mixed in, but on the other side, Galaxy has mostly settled to the bottom. And my mixing ball isn't quite big and heavy enough to get it stirred back in, so I'll need to use a toothpick and then shake it up before I can use it. It's not a big problem, but it's also not ideal. But anyway, that's how you make custom nail polish with mica pigments. Thanks so much for watching. I hope it's inspired you to try something new. Let me know down in the comments which one of these colors was your favorite. Also, if you have done this before, do you have a favorite nail polish base, a favorite mica brand, or any particular additives to make it stay mixed better? I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Bye guys!